Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 21. Both of the country's major economic tracking agencies are reporting that Jamaica recorded growth in the range of 1 to 2% in the last quarter. At its quarterly briefing recently, the PIOJ said the economy grew by 1.1% in the October to December period, and the BOJ today estimated growth of between 1 and 2%. The final confirmed figures will be released later by the Statistical Institute. In the meantime, the Planning Institute's Director General, Dr. Wayne Henry, says the projection points to the strongest quarterly outturn for the 2017 calendar year.
This follows on real GDP growth of 0.8% recorded in the previous quarter and indicates a continuation of a recovery from the effects of heavy rainfall and flooding in the first half of the year, which adversely impacted production in several industries.
With the exception of producers of government services, all sectors are estimated to have grown for the quarter, with the tradable industries projected to have registered a faster pace of growth than non-tradables. Looking ahead, the central bank is forecasting that real GDP will expand within the range of 2 to 3% for the 2018-2019 financial year, with further strengthening projected over the medium term. The pace of expansion is largely predicated on sustained strong growth in the economies of Jamaica's major trading partners, particularly the U.S., in addition to further improvement in domestic labor market conditions and ongoing economic reforms. The growth outlook will also benefit from positive trends in business and consumer confidence, which the BOJ says should be conducive to a greater level of investment over the near to medium term. The bank is also forecasting that inflation will remain relatively stable over the next 4 quarters, despite improved demand conditions and the lagged effects of agriculture supply shocks.
The most recent information from Statin indicates that headline inflation at January 2018 was 4.8%. Over the course of the next year, the bank expects inflation to continue to track around the lower half of the 4% to 6% target, before rising to around 5%.
Education Minister Senator Royal Reid is predicting high levels of productivity and growth for Jamaica, resulting from the multitude of skills training and certification programs being offered by the Heart Trust NTA.
I think with all that we're doing here to train and certify our persons to international standards, preparing ourselves for the World Skills Competition, then Jamaica will see high levels of productivity and growth at our GDP per capita.
The minister was speaking at a welcome dinner for international delegates participating in the National Careers Week and Skills Competition at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston recently. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett is projecting that the upcoming opening of the Excellence Group Luxury Hotels and Resorts Oyster Bay property will further raise the country's stock as a premier destination for luxury travel. The $110 million hotel will open in Trelawney on June 1. It follows a flurry of openings in 2017 with luxury brands such as the Jewel Grand Montego Bay Resort and Spa, Zoetry Montego Bay, and Breathless Montego Bay. Ground was broken for the 315-room Oyster Bay property last March. Built on a private peninsula and located just 35 minutes from the Sangster International Airport, Excellence Oyster Bay will offer nightly entertainment and daily activities. Approximately $647 million has been allocated in the 2018-2019 national budget to address HIV among persons most at risk. The funds will provide targeted interventions under the HIV Prevalence in Most at-Risk Population Reduced project. The project is financed jointly by the government and the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. Targets for the new fiscal year include the provision of HIV testing and counseling services, including individual and/or small group-level HIV preventative interventions. In addition, 2,500 adults and children will be enrolled to receive antiretroviral therapy, while continued care will be provided for 14,650 adults and children currently receiving therapy. And finally, plans are being made to provide greater intervention and support to the growing number of foster youth and families in Jamaica.
We continue to see an upward trend of children coming into the sector due to behavioral issues. Our aim is not to place children in the sector, but to work with families through training, counseling, and ongoing interactions so that we can have better parents, progressive children, and a prosperous Jamaica.
The mayor of May Pen was speaking on behalf of Education, Youth and Information State Minister Floyd Green. He was addressing the recently held Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA's National Foster Week Church service held at the Palmer's Cross Seventh-day Adventist Church in May Pen. National Foster Care Week 2018 was observed from February 11 to 17 under the theme Inspire Hope, Foster a Child. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.